Hey, so welcome back. So in this video we are getting the nursery finished. So this is what we've done so far.
Painted the ceiling and the walls, sanded and oiled the floors, did some more painting and some more painting. I hung wallpaper for the first time. Then I sanded and painted this very 70s furniture and changed the handles. And then finally I made a Roman blind.
So that's where we've got to so far. It's just really finishing off bits. I need to finish off a blind, which I put the rail track thing up, but I only did it really quickly and it's not secure really. So we need to redo that and then I can get the blind up. And what else do we need to do? I've got a lampshade that I bought off Facebook Marketplace, which was looking like this. So obviously not very in keeping with my style. So I've already removed all the bits of it. So this is what I've got. So yeah, we've removed off all the beads and I've been left with this. So the plan is to basically hang, don't know whether felt, pom-poms, I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'll include what we do in this video. And what else do we need to do in here? I've got a display cabinet which I need to paint. I've also got a like picture shelf thing as well, which I want to paint to match her furniture. And then it's just a styling up bits to get this room finished, and then we can sort of tick this room off the list as being done. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the display cabinet that we've got. We've basically got loads of Winnie the Pooh figurines which will look perfect in her room, so I want to use this cabinet to put those in along with some other bits and pieces. So yeah, we're going to paint it up to match the furniture, and then we've got one of these IKEA picture shelf things. It's the display cabinet. I think I'm going to take the door off and paint it with the door off, I think. So, but I need to sand it first as well, so take the shelves out. So I have filled in the door in places because there's some knots and stuff and you could feel that there was sort of divots in there, so I filled those, so I've just got to wait for that to dry. Whilst that's drying, I'm going to get the unit washed down and taped up as well. So yeah, that's my next task. Okay, so I can't remember why I left you off yesterday, but yeah, sanded them, filled the display unit and stuff, and they've all been cleaned up. Yeah, so today we're going to get them painted, or at least get a couple of coats on. Might not necessarily be finished, but we're going to get a couple of coats on. So I might as well start with this piece first, which is the door to the display cabinet. Okay, so I'm going to get the blind track mechanism that's up here, if you can see, which is up here because as I say, I rushed to put it up, so I'm going to get it down and then we're going to re-drill the holes so it's secure and refit it, and then we can get the blind all sorted. Okay, so I managed to refix the blind track thing at the top. Thankfully I didn't have to re-drill, it just needed some better raw plugs. To be fair, you find this with anything. If you buy anything that's got raw plugs with it, so like, I don't know, a curtain track or a shower curtain rail, blind mechanisms, the raw plugs are always awful. So yeah, I just changed the raw plugs out for some better quality ones, and yeah, works perfectly now. So I have now put the blind up and it is looking good. Okay, so I've painted the display cabinet. I just need to scrape off the paint around the edges of the mirror and the glass door, and then we can get that all put back together and get that mounted. I've also nearly finished painting the picture ledge shelf thing, so that's nearly done. And then also I decided to paint a couple of picture frames as well in like an off-white colour. Might put a little bit of rub and buff on it in like an antique gold, just to sort of lift it a bit, but we'll see how we go with that one. But yeah, I'm just going to get this mirror scraped and the door scraped first. That's done. I just need to obviously buff it up and make it all shiny again. It's so much easier than taping it off. So for future reference, I think I will be doing any mirrors or anything like that like this. Yeah, just easier. So these are the picture frames that I have painted. They are IKEA picture frames, and I've painted them in a French chic paint, which is Stone Rosy, and it's from their Lazy range. It's quite a nice off-white, but I think just to lift it a little bit, especially with this one because it's got quite a bit of detail in here, I'm just going to rub it over with a little bit of rub and buff in gold leaf. Hopefully that might lift it and make it stand out a bit more. So yeah, let's give that a go. Have done like a brush effect on here, which actually turned out quite well. So if you can see, it's sort of showing through the under colour and then the gold on top, whereas this one, because I've rubbed it on the rub and buff, it's kind of sort of created a solid colour, as you can see. Let me turn the light on. There you go, you can see a bit better. So yeah, it's created more of a solid gold colour, but yeah, pleased with both of them. Okay, so today I haven't got Olivia, she's with her grandparents, so hopefully we're going to get quite a bit done today. I have put the display unit up. I didn't film that when I was putting it up, so I'll just show you that. We've got the picture rail to put up, or the picture frame, picture rail ledge thing to put up. And what else are we going to do today? I need to put the door on, which is needs to go there, so I'll hopefully get that done. But yeah, hopefully we'll get quite a bit done and yeah, make a bit of progress today. So I'll just show you the display unit. Yeah, so the display unit is up. I've got to put the shelves in and stuff and then start it up. So I think we'll get the picture frame ledge up first, which is going to go here, and then we can start styling some bits up. I've done a little bit of a play with the picture shelf, but I think I need to go to IKEA or maybe the range just to get some other bits and pieces. So I'm going to get this styled up. So the reason why I've got this display cabinet and I wanted a door on it as well was because we have all these gorgeous little Winnie the Pooh figurines that James has sort of collected over the years, and they'll just look perfect in Olive's room. Because obviously it's woodland themed, so I wanted to put those in this cabinet here. So I just need to give the door another clean because it's a bit smeary, and get the shelves in there, and then we can get that styled up with the figurines. And I think we'll obviously put some other bits in there as well, so let's get that done. So I just want to put a little brass hook on here, so I've got somewhere just to hang, like maybe like an outfit of the day or whatever on there. So
So I managed to get the door back on, however I haven't painted the door and we haven't put any architrave on around the door. This is just because the door frame is on a complete wonk, so we need to actually get the door frame sorted before we can put any architrave on, and it's probably best to paint the door after that's all been sorted. So just getting the door back on so it's up and out the way, and we can, well, we can't close the door, but we can at least pull it to, and that'll be a project at a later date, is getting that door frame sorted. Picked up this coat rack from IKEA, so I'm just placing that above Olive's changing table, just so we've got somewhere to hang things like her dressing gown, etc.
today I am going to get the light shade done. Yes, I'm going to get the light shade done. I'm not really sure if it's going to work or if I'm going to like it, but I've had a thought about it, and we are going to use some faux fern to basically hang off here like so. I'm going to try and give this a bit of rub and buff just to see if we can just get rid of the shiny chrome, and then if that works then we can start adding on the fern type leaves to it. So let's give this a try. Okay, so the rub and buff didn't really work on this, so I ended up spray painting it with this spray paint, which yes, turned out alright. So I'm going to give it a try to get these ferns in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut the stems down on these, just because they are overly long, and then I'm going to use some pliers just to sort of curve it over. We're just using the pre-existing holes that are in the base. So yeah, as you can see, I've just curved it on itself like that, and then we're just hooking it through the hole that's already there. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to use these two middle rings here, just because I think it will probably get too much. But what I am going to do is just slightly stagger them. Yeah, so the back ones I've cut like here, and then the front one, so they stagger slightly. I'm going to cut it there, and then also it means that the leaves will kind of hide the ring of the lampshade. Oh, I think that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So let's get this hung. So let me just show you the lampshade now in the day. I have had a bit more further thought on it, and I think I need to change it. But let me just turn the camera around and I'll just show you. So this is what it's looking like. I think it's a little bit too small for the room, so I think I need to find another lampshade base or something. I like the principle of it, but yeah, it's just too small. I'm going to leave this vlog here, so join me in my next one, which will be a full tour of the nursery, and I'll update you obviously what I decide to do with the lampshades. And I think there's probably just a few more finishing off bits, but hope you've enjoyed this. Do subscribe if you want to know when that next video goes up, and we'll see you again soon.